All right, Coach. Just as you look back on the 2019 season, I mean, what do you guys really had to be proud of with the effort that you put in?
Well, I mean, we obviously tripled our win total. I think that's a major piece and step going forward. Um, there and being competitive in a number of other games. There's definitely pride in that. We've also a number of personal, individual accomplishments, whether it's Levante Bushnell, Ali Mohammed, Jose, Luis Moreno. I mean, all those guys are very good football players, and they were able to accomplish a lot of things. Levante and Jose obviously being seniors to finish their career in the record books with our program was pretty special. And then Ali, as a true freshman, for what he was able to do, just kind of getting started with his career. I think there's a lot to be excited about for the future.
You lose Lane as well, and then you lose some linemen. Talk about what that means. It looks like receiver-wise and up front, that might be an area you'll have to look at a little bit, trying to rebuild. Or?
Yeah, I mean, we lose 11 seniors. All of them were vital in this program, whether it was playing time or just leadership. I mean, these guys were part of a previous staff, and so they've kind of gone through this whole transition of what we're trying to do and what we're trying to build, and they've been absolutely vital champions of the cause of what we were trying to do to continue to change our culture and build this thing the right way. But we do lose some key positions as well. 2 offensive linemen, 2 wide receivers, our starting tight end. I mean, so there's 5 guys on the offense alone, and then on defense we lose 3 of our defensive linemen, a backup safety, lose Jose, who's been well accoladed kicker for us. So I mean, there's a lot of pieces that we need to replace, and that we need to replace as soon as possible, so that we don't skip a beat and we can continue to grow.
What gets easier as your recruiting classes kind of get older?
Well, as our recruiting classes get older, number one, they don't know anything else. They don't know a different system, and they're not. Sometimes your brain can get a little convoluted when you've got one scheme versus another still kind of embedded in there. So the more that as our classes get older and they only know what we're doing, the more they're able to do things on the fly, and you're able to trust them to make decisions on their own, knowing that they're the right decisions, whether it's on the field, off the field, or whatever it might be, just because of what we have established. So it's exciting to see these guys get older, but we're still not a very old football team yet. And as we continue to build, I think the maturation process is only going to pay off for us on the field as we continue to get better, more experienced, and then we still have to continue to bring in better classes than what we have to just try to get this program as great as we can make it.
Coach, what's your biggest way to sell Minot State? What do you tell recruits, and what's the biggest thing about Minot that helps you sell it?
I mean, there's a lot of things that we can sell Minot with, and the university. I think when you're talking recruiting football, the facilities arms race is always a pretty big issue, and we've got a great stadium and facility, especially when you compare us to the other teams in the league, and whether it's the big dogs that are in the postseason or not. Every team that comes and plays, their coaches talk about what a great facility we have, and how it's perfect for small college football and those type of things. So I think that's the number one thing. But when it comes to the university as a whole, we sell a great education, and we sell our people, and not just our coaches, but our professors, the student body, all those type of things, and that's what our guys really latch onto, because they know they're going to have a great experience. They're going to be able to grow and become great young men and prepared for the future.